Davis with Dubai Pain Free. I'm a sports chiropractor, a performance rehab specialist based here in Dubai. Today we're talking about shoulder pain. More specifically, we're talking about 4 things not to do and 4 things to do after you tweak your shoulder. So, number 1 of the 4 things not to do, you don't want to get in there and aggressively stretch and roll that injured area. The reason for that is, why are we going to go in there and add more stress on an area that has been overstressed? The problem with this is a lot of times you will get some short-term pain relief when you get in there and you stretch and you roll. But in the long term, these things don't give us anything back. They may give us some neurophysiological sensation of relief or modulation of pain, but they're not doing anything to heal the tissue. So, second thing not to do is just to continue loading the painful position. So if it hurts to lift overhead, stay out of the overhead position for now. It just makes sense. We don't want to add insult to injury, literally. So third, you don't want to rest. We don't want to completely rest the painful shoulder. So that doesn't mean just take 2 weeks off and quit just because you're having shoulder pain. In fact, we actually want to load the shoulder, but in non-painful or non-aggravating ways, and we'll get to that later. Number 4, this is really common. People have a shoulder injury or tweak their shoulder, and it just doesn't get better. It's not healing up. A lot of times, it's actually this because you're sleeping in a painful position. If it hurts to go overhead and you're sleeping like this for 4, 6, 8 hours at a time, you can see how this can, again, further irritate that tissue and keep it around and not allow it to heal. So if those are 4 things not to do, here are the 4 things you should do. Back off of those uncomfortable movements and positions. We don't want the movements to be more than a 1 or 2 on the pain scale subjectively. If they're higher than that, they are probably more of an aggravator than anything else. Number 2, we want to back off of speed movements. These are things like burpees or pull-ups, certainly kipping pull-ups. Things that have a lot of speed associated with them also have a lot of force. Remember, going back to school, force is mass times acceleration. Even if it's a low mass, if there's a lot of speed involved, it's a high force through that injured area. So back off on those speed movements. What you want to do is actually lateralize to slower strength work that's non-painful. So if it hurts to go overhead, but I can press with no pain and no aggravation afterwards, then slow that down, do some strength work in that pain-free range, and this will start to build some resiliency and calm that tissue down. And lastly, you want to start rehab as soon as possible if your shoulder's not responding. This is based on the science that shows that for every day you wait to enter a rehab protocol can add up to 3 days to your eventual recovery. So it's fine. Let yourself have a few days, maybe even a week to self-heal. But if your pain is the same or it's worsening, it's plateaued, that's when you want to go ahead, find a sports chiropractor, a physiotherapist, a sports doctor, someone that you trust and rely on to start that proper rehab protocol to get you back quickly to your chosen sport or activity. Hopefully this helps you. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me at ryan@dubaipainfree.com, and thanks for watching.